review is for the Apexcam action camera. I don't remember. So what they're saying here is that it's 4K. I don't know if it says what the megapixel is on this. I might be missing it, but I picked this up to try and do some of the reviews here for, and some of the stuff that I do out in the shop I wanted to pick up and see if I could mount it and get videos of the wood lathe and stuff like that. It will work for that. I didn't do any real motion capture with it. It does work okay. It's not a GoPro. Not at 60 some odd dollars, $62 I think is what it was. It does come with a bunch of accessories. It is decent. I'm happy with it for $62. It's not terrible. The instructions are easy enough to understand. It does lay everything out pretty well. You do get a bunch of accessories with it. That's the remote for it, and they give you a strap for the remote. You can shoot photos with it or video. Obviously, it gives you the weatherproof case, and I'll pull the camera out so you can see that. It is surprisingly light. I've never had a GoPro, so I don't know what they weigh. But it's surprisingly light in, a small square box here, and there's not a lot to it. There is some dust on the lens, I did notice, so I'm going to have to fix that. I did not submerge this thing in water. I guess I probably should have tested that beforehand. I imagine it'll work. I don't plan on putting it in water. I just leave it in the case because it's a lot safer inside there. So like I said, you get a lot of extra pieces. You have the strap for the remote. You've got a bunch of different style clips. You've got something to clamp it to a bar. And again, it's got a bunch of straps and things like that, and Velcro, and it's a ton of little pieces, and I have a couple of them assembled here that actually screw right onto the bottom of the camera. The battery charger, 2 of these small batteries, which I haven't had any problems with so far, and a small lavalier mic. I will do a small video after this with the camera right here and talk into it. What I found is that the audio does not pick up very well at all, and I had it outside of this waterproof case. I would assume that inside the case it's not that well, but outside of it, the microphone is not very good, and the lavalier mic itself does not help much. And then what I also noticed is that the focal length on this, so you pretty much have to be at least, say, 16 to 24 inches away from the lens. Otherwise, anything ahead of that is going to be pretty blurry, and you're not going to get a lot of definition with it. It's definitely a fisheye lens, so it's very, very wide. If for the uses I picked it up for, I would have liked to be able to do overhead shots with it and things like that. It definitely requires it being too far away, and the wide is too wide. The lens is too wide for me to do things like that, but it will work for my tools. And just messing around with, I can give this to the kids and let them play around with it as well. So I don't have an issue with it at $60. You can also use this as a dash cam if you really wanted to. I believe there are instructions in here on how to set it up for that. I have a dash cam already, so I won't be using it for that, but it's a good camera to beat around with. And if you don't really have to worry at $60. You don't have to worry about breaking it or anything else. You can put it through some tests and not have to worry about really breaking the camera, as opposed to a $300 or $400 or $500 camera. I don't have any issues with it. I don't think it's the sharpest thing out there. I would have a hard time recommending it to someone. I guess I could, as opposed to, if somebody was looking for a cheap GoPro style camera, I could definitely recommend it for that. But if you're looking for something to get very sharp picture out of, or get some good audio out of, I wouldn't count on this camera to do that. Yeah, I hope that helps. I will do a short video with this camera so you can hear the audio difference between this. This is my phone in this camera here, and you'll see the difference in the picture. I won't change any of the lighting in the room. So you can definitely see a difference between this. This is an older LG G6, so this is a much older phone. Definitely probably about 5 years old or so, maybe more, as opposed to this thing. The phone is better at picking up than this thing, and it should be. But I was expecting a little bit better of a camera out of it, something more sharp and something that could pick up audio better than this. But I will end it here, and I will do a short clip with this. I'll tie the two together so you can get an idea of what this looks like. All right, thank you. Okay, this is a test of the Apexcam. Right now, I don't have a mic in it. You can see the lavalier mic here, and I'll bring it up close so you can see this is about, say, 3 inches from the screen itself. You know, down here you're looking at about a foot away. Right now I'm just using the mic on the device, and last time I tested this it was very low, so I'm talking a little louder than I was into my phone. And you can see, you know, with the lighting it's not terrible. It's about the same. It looks on this little screen on the back of the thing. The battery is doesn't last all that long. It's not terrible. You know, they're a small battery. I don't know what it says. It's 1,350 milliamp hour, 3.7 volt, but it's not terrible. It will do for short runs. What I will do is I can just give you a shot around the room, and what we'll do is we'll see what this looks like compared to the other one. What I can also do is I will plug the lavalier mic in, and now this is with the lavalier mic recording my audio. I have the mic pointed directly at me, probably about say 3 inches from my face, and you know, I don't know if the volume is going to be any better. It was not better on one of the tests that I had done last time. It was maybe slightly better than the mic on the camera. And I hope that helps. Hope that gives you an idea of what you're looking at and what kind of picture you're going to get out of this thing. It is good for, you know, little stuff. I would definitely have no problem using this to bang around and put in situations where it might get destroyed and not have to worry about it. And that's probably what I'm going to wind up using it for. We'll do some interesting stuff with it and let the kids play around with it. So hope that helps. Thank you.